Artist Winkler. This video is an art performance as well as a piece of art. And an artwork itself. And we are here in my showroom in Germany, and I'm documenting my process. And here you see some paintings put together. And those who are new to the channel, I'm famous in graffiti, influenced from the late 90s on to beginning 2000s and the early 2000s, and probably still. Lots of generations of artists, writers, graph writers, however you want to call themselves, all around the world. Made a blitz career, like raised up in the ranks, if you want to say, very fast. I compensated the fact that I didn't paint it so much illegal as I should, talking about subculture and purity styles, and being innovative and coming up with new ideas, new techniques, new approach, new way of thinking, working, the style, everything, which was, I don't like the word progressive or innovative because it's misused by the people who are controlling the narrative. If you don't know what I mean, I can recommend you the websites from the English activists, from Scottish and German descent, American pro-white activist and artist Handsome Truth, HT, shout out. He's also the most funniest pro-white activist / concept artist, contemporary concept artist, performance artist, of our time. I challenge you to come up with something more funny. There isn't anyone more funnier. So once you go HT, you never go back. It doesn't leave you a chance. Anyways, so just that quick disclaimer. If you're from Germany, you should also follow, or from Europe, you should also follow Martin Sellner on Telegram, because read all his books, because he's head of strategy. These paintings are all in process. They are developing, and the backsides are most of the backsides in process since 2010 or 11. The main sides, some of the paintings here are from 1990, from 98. And they are also since then in process. I usually leave the main sides, the historic sides as it is. I'm just upgrading the back sides. They are outliers, of course. And I'm working and trying and playing with new things, new techniques, and growth in layers. Growth in layers. All these things you're seeing here are miniatures in a way from my wall paintings, everything, all the forms here, the styles, the pieces. You can imagine them in like the size of a house, or like a garage, or like a truck, or a U-Haul van or something. This is like the actual sizes I like to paint. My paintings or my styles, these small, is like, I don't know. It feels like sitting in a prison cell and just having a Bible ash and a needle or something, or an improvised marker or pen, where I could have full-on scaffolding or easel and paint or an airbrush compressor and everything. This is a house for my grandparents, and they built this after World War II. They were refugees, very poor, came with nothing, lost everything. For many years they had to have potato fields also to feed the family because the food wasn't enough. So they were like poor. The house is from a social housing project. So which has had a positive effect on me. Everything here programmed me in one way or another. And I did also many videos already about that, and I probably will do more in the future. All these forms here, for example, this here is a small a, and this is an S, this are like letters, and they usually say the word Seak. Here you can see my old telephone number I had in 1989 in a different village I was living. I really liked, as you can see, scale models, or miniature cars, matchbox cars, and military, and all kinds of technical vehicles and stuff like that. And the charisma and the masculine aesthetic of cars and everything, contemporary cars or vehicles are boring me. So I should have a flow on saying something about my art, which I didn't say in the other videos. How about the spray paint? How spray paint, and this is all spray paint lack or Buntlack or Sprühlack. Lack sounds like the German word lack, which is like the technical description for this. Sounds like the English word lack, and lack is like also like a lack, or to lack something off. Or in Germany, lack means also to lick something. Yeah, and then the surface is like a closed, solid, flat, smooth surface, which kind of like pushes people away. It's like from cars. Maybe that's one reason why spray painted paintings, I don't know, not get bored or something, because people not consider the surface as something which you would hang in your house or in your studio, in your collection. I don't know. Or maybe the art market is steered by people, which it is. But I'm mixing it with all kinds of techniques to compensate, to make it more interesting, and also to make it impossible for others to copy me. Also that I can't copy myself. Like selling authenticity. While other famous artist colleagues who are on all these art websites are having lots of assistants and working with having large studios, I'm keeping it real. Of course, no one is interested in that, and everybody is ashamed. In the large art market, when there's like some stupid artist painting the paintings themselves, it's like he's like a danger to the society, because he paints his painting himself. He makes us look bad. I'm just making a joke. I'm trying to generate something to say. I don't know. Anyway, lots of complications which are visually beautiful and still growing. Maybe if I would have the calmness and the not being overwhelmed by the scale models from the, let's say, those World War II night hunt bombers or fighters, or those like semi-aerodynamic, semi-bulky World War II planes or scale models I saw at parents' houses from friends or somewhere in my childhood, or in shops and stores. I would have not become an artist like this, and would have did scale models, but because I'm I don't know, not a ruffian, but I'm maybe too not detailed enough in my work, or not precise enough, or calm or focused, or don't want to spend so much energy, or I'm too much of a free thinker, also that I didn't want to do lots of scale models. The only scale model I put together, I think, was Focke-Wulf, the most epic workhorse in World War II for the German Luftwaffe. And before that, I asked my father about the different planes, because I knew already that having a certain model, it kind of like the character and the skills the model have or the plane has, and its history will program me and will have an influence on me. I mean, I was already that smart, so and that was the only one. But I think I never really painted that. I just did like one layer on it or something. It was like a decision, like for aesthetic reasons. And the word Claus, it's like, it drives me also away from something, it drives me in, but also away, and that is like, that can be tempting to not be focused or concentrated, but then maybe I created a system like a rotation, and like with also other paintings, where I did like one work step with each painting, so I I can keep it on an NPC non-being focused level, and can work without being too concentrated, and can work more. Plus, in that time, I can inform myself about lots of things: politics, social dynamics, what's happening, propaganda, leftist manipulation, state manipulation, framing words, the history of words. Lots of knowledge, which makes it very, 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 very unpleasant to talk with me, because I know in a lot of cases the truth. And then I can debunk it, and I can debunk then the terms they're using and the history of the term. And I'm bragging now, I'm making myself up, because I also don't know a lot of things not. But once someone's saying something, then I'm trying to dig in, okay. And then later I was like, this term comes from there, la-di-da-di-da. Anyway, like while painting, like in this rotation system, this is a painting, this font size is from 2002. This is small a. With that work rotation, like one work step at each painting, I don't have to activate my brain too much for the painting part, and then can listen to all the other stuff, which makes it possible to have no life and just working all the time for like decades. So, for example, this side of the painting, I don't know how long it took for me. Maybe it took me a day or like an afternoon or something to paint this side. And on the back side, I'm still working on since 16 years. There you go. And it's still not finished. So, yeah. And it's not that I'm would love to paint different stuff. I mean, I'm not obsessed with, this is like the end of the pinnacle of the world, and my paintings, blah, 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 because I have like so many other ideas or paintings I want to do or ideas I want to do, which are which are in my style, but in different aesthetics, different techniques, different sizes, different medias. Yeah, but that's the thing when you are one of those artists who are working and painting the paintings yourself, and not having large studios doing all the work. So yeah, that's keeping it real. But if the people are fake, maybe they can't connect with something real. I don't know. So yeah. I'm going here in a closer distance over the painting, and please consider that the way I'm talking here is also having in mind that German political police and attorneys are close on our necks, watching every word we are saying here and trying to get us. He must be guilty. I'm just giving you for those who are still in deep sleep, the normie land, just to give you a little nudge what time it is. So why you waste your time here on YouTube? Go over to Telegram and into the echo bubble and grow your knowledge, or do some activism and go outside. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting playing computer. We have to save our people. And what I'm doing here, I'm doing also my part, but I'm also doing art, which is a great combination when you are living in a world full of lies. You can use art to make aware of unpleasant truths and debunk the lies, and you can use artistic freedom or anything, how you want to call it, and also which is what I'm doing, and also obviously I can't say anything. I would transform my paintings into that they will become something those who are behind, those who wanna, are against us, would buy or hang in their houses or their museums or their foundations. Yeah. So, or if they do, they would be challenged with self-reflection, My art is a mirror that nobody wants, but everybody needs. Yeah. So all these works are in process since 16 to 28 years. There you go. Interesting is that my subconscious, because of my name, is always connecting on different levels, also in terms of framing or historical things, which a system is hunting down or is trying to frame, but also on an unconscious level, because my subconscious knows things, but I don't know them consciously. And in a way, my art shows how thin the fabric of civilization is, especially when people are living a lie and are hurt by the truth and are not know about history and are ego invested. And or how thin the matrix is. It's like, this in my case, this comes because of my name, and the connotations in my name. Not because I'm my name, I'm this and that. No, it's just the words itself. Okay, and then I kind of amplify it or giving it like some kind of own visual matrix or coding system with paintings. Usually I learn those things years later, like where I was like, which is like, I can't give you, there I've certain examples in my head now, but I can't tell them because this could be against me later. And there we have it. What a nice, beautiful, free world we are living, Yeah. So, And yes, when I was 8 years old, I already had that topic with adults, and they told me the people will just wake up when times are more bad, or when times are bad. That times are still too good. Maybe that's the energy in Seak, thick, the times are thick, and I'm making it aware, then people will wake up. The word Seek is also the AK from waking up inside, but I probably underestimated the ego investments people have to rationalize and cope away all their decisions because they are in materialism and consumption, and materialism keeps them stupid and docile and sleepy and unconscious, and then they're seduced by everything. Yeah. So, tell me what you want to hear about my art, what I should say, what you want to learn, or I don't know. Remember, these paintings are work in progress. Nothing here is finished. People are like NPCs or like those who make traps for fools. They're like, oh yeah, this is finished, blah, 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 like this, that. No, it's in process. But Okay, I like the pictures or the views, but not necessarily have to talk now a lot.